What's missing from your entry-level IT employees?
Well, I guess I could talk about some certain technical things, skills that I find missing, but I think that one of the parts of this report that's really valuable and that I really resonated with was that emphasis about these workforce readiness skills. And I think that, when 89% of the employers cite as the most important workforce competency is problem-solving, critical thinking, it's necessary to look at that and say, maybe that's actually the problem. I think it's certainly the problem for what I'm trying to hire for and what I see as a key deficiency. And we kind of have to sort of draw the inference. If employers are having so much trouble hiring, and this is their the most important criteria, then we have to say this is not a solved problem. And it's too easy to, I think, brush aside and say, oh yeah, problem solving, critical thinking, yeah, everybody learns that, and everybody can do that. And this is not true. And it's not just at the entry level. This is even at the mid-level. I interview folks with 5 years experience that I still think they can't think clearly. And IT especially, and kind of what I do in our business is software development, so application development, that category. It's absolutely critical. The medium is so unconstrained that if you cannot think clearly about what you're doing, you will soon lose yourself. And this is a fundamental skill, and it's too easy to say, oh yeah, just everybody learns that when they don't. I think a big piece of it is about information management. So, can you take a clear stock of what you know and what you don't know? Can you form hypotheses about what you don't know in order to perhaps learn more about them? Do you recognize when you're making logical inferences? Can you distinguish those between deductions? Can you form an argument, right? Can you form a logical argument where it follows logic, that your conclusion follows from the antecedent? A lot of the people I'm hiring, even or trying to hire, looking to interview, can't do this. And it's something that's very difficult to screen for as well, which makes it risky to hire, because if somebody can't do that, it's very difficult to teach them how.
Do you say it's a shortcoming in analytical thinking or in expressing themselves?
It is. The two are related. Usually, if someone doesn't think clearly, they will not be able to speak clearly. The second most important one is ability to communicate with coworkers. I think that's a big piece of it. In the context of technology, communicating effectively often means thinking clearly first and then expressing that. We have folks that are not particularly strong communicators, and does that limit their career potential? Perhaps in some degree. But if they can think clearly and they can interact with a computer, say programming, they're going to be a productive member of our team and be successful.
You want to point any fingers?
No.
Peter, you find this as well?
Sure. I'm going to focus a little bit more. Definitely, as the survey pointed out, problem solving and those types of skills are definitely something that continually needs to be enhanced through the educational process. But the communication piece is really important. The students coming in, our new hires coming in, have done some work with projects and whatnot through the schools, but that's a critical piece of our technology stack today. The way we develop applications, it's very, it's with an agile methodology. And in the agile methodology, work side by side with not just your coworkers on building out a project. You're working with business people who are co-located with you building that application. Now you're talking communication skills are critical, because now the actual developers are working side by side with a business person who doesn't understand technology, doesn't understand a lot of these things, and they have to work on things and deliver them on a short-term basis, 2-week, month basis. Those are critical skills that need to be continued to enhance. So I'm encouraged by what Joe was reporting, about we need to get more of that into the educational process, if you will.
All right.